All right. Exclusive hoops, Coach J. We off in here, and we about to go over this. Victor Wembanyama's going insane. It's an old video. It's like 9 months old, but I had watched it, man. I'll be like, gonna follow these dudes and go back and look at what they doing and see what they doing now versus what they was doing in the past. You do that with certain players like a Zion. You be like, man, that one season where he actually played the most games, and then look at him now. Or you look at him now and then go back and look at what his potential could have been. It's like, messing up, brother. So, hey, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into this thing, man. My boy Post 2K. Again, I love the way he makes his videos. He makes his videos really, get my mic on, make sure my mic right. Okay, he makes his videos really engaging and also entertaining. So, we about to get into it. Let's go.
The 5x5 stat line is one of the rarest feats that could be pulled off in an NBA game. Unless your name is Victor Wembanyama. As a 20-year-old, Wemby managed to record a stat line that has only been seen 21 times in league history. And he did it better than nearly everyone else. He dropped over 25 points and 10 rebounds, alongside his 5 assists, steals, and blocks. If you were to search for any other player that has ever done this...
Shit, man, Dr. J did it. That's what's up. Because he ain't no center, and he did it a few times. Man, y'all be sleeping on them when the league first started, man, and the grit and grind that they had. He did it twice. We already know Akeem hit that stat line a few times. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Akeem was different. All right, let's go.
You'd find one, Hakeem Olajuwon. But let's put this in a perspective. Hakeem reached this stat line for the first time at 24 years old, 204 games into his NBA career. It took Wembanyama 56 games as a 20-year-old to pull off essentially a 1 in a million performance.
Ain't no hater, Wemby, I see you.
This is just one of the few mind-numbing stats about Wemby's rookie season. A season unlike any we've ever seen.
Okay.
Let me get this out of the way.
Going hard.
The Rookie of the Year race is over. I mean, let's be real, it's been that way since Wemby was drafted, but what he's done on the court has only cemented it. If we were to chart the total production from the top 20 rookies in the NBA, it would look like this. It's not much of a competition, right? Honestly, it's kind of unfair to compare these other rookies to someone who's projected to become one of the all-time greats. So let's compare him like he is one.
Okay.
Here are 30 of the greatest players of all time and their total production during their rookie seasons. Mike, Shaq, and David Robinson played at a level above everybody else.
Yeah.
And this season, we can add Victor Wembanyama into this stratosphere. He isn't just dwarfing the best rookies in his class. He's outshining the greatest rookies to ever step on the floor.
Yeah.
This kid's future is so bright that I can't even look at it. And honestly, Wemby's path to becoming one of the greats is becoming clear as the season goes on. Victor's total production consists of 20 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and a league-leading 3.5 blocks a game. These numbers aren't normal for a rookie. Actually, they're not even common among the league's best players. Because this season, the only individuals who are averaging a minimum of 20 points and 10 rebounds are Sabonis, AD, Jokic, Giannis, and the Alien. The dude is already among the elite of the elite players at his position. And he gets 3 blocks a night.
This is why I wanted to watch it, because, right now he's still doing it. I mean, he just ain't got the instincts all the way yet. He ain't got his body built up under him yet, man. He's still, he got some ways to go. But wait till he thicken up like Giannis thickened. He gonna be tough, man.
For sake of comparison, these are the only players in NBA history that have averaged 20, 10, 3, and 3. Wemby is doing something that hasn't been accomplished in over 2 decades. And when it was accomplished by an all-time great in the prime of his career. The man is 20. I mean, the boy is 20. It's wild.
He wasn't even old enough to drink
Victor's
yet.
really just a cheat code on offense. Anytime he dunks, it looks like a glitch straight out of 2K. Like, for real, look at this. He throws down a two-handed tomahawk lob from 3 feet outside the restricted area. I'm sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
And don't forget his smooth jumper as a 7'4" shot
He ain't
creator.
blocking that.
We can't even comprehend how dynamic the kid really is. At a time where the league is intensely focused on high-scoring performances, Victor is making defense look like fun.
Dread it, run from it.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny arrives all the same.
Okay. What you trying to say, player? Get that out of here, chump. Oh, you got dunked on. Oh, God, get that out of here. Yeah, tough rookie season, yo. He was tough. He was tough. And he talks shit.
Wembanyama leads the NBA with over 3 blocks per game. This is like one of the few
You're not even
marks
jumping
that
the
truly
block.
stamp yourself, at least statistically, as a defensive monster. Or at least I like to call them hungry hippos. Because, you know, they ate shots for a living. And here they are. There's a lot, I know. It's very telling of how much the game has changed over the years.
Okay.
It's an exceptional accomplishment to pull it off in this era. And look at this. These are the only hippos who recorded 3 blocks per game at age 20 or younger. This has only happened twice in 50 years. Victor can have a stinker of a game, shoot 4 for 16 and have like 10 points. But the impact that he has on the defensive end makes up for his bad offensive nights. He'll never have a bad game. He's too long. Wait, what? His length is obviously one of his greatest attributes. He can affect what seems like every shot when he's on the court. In fact, when Victor is on the floor,
get out of here, Jokic.
Nearly 50% of all shots at the rim, and players are shooting 10.5% less than their average when he's contesting these shots.
Yep.
This is insane. What's even funnier is that this number would actually be way higher if players didn't run the opposite direction of the rim when he's in the vicinity. Some guys will have wide open layups and
pass up. You ain't trying to get blocked and be on the poster.
A steal and 3.5 blocks a game
look
will
at
do that to you.
It don't even look
historic.
He's blocking Trae Young, DeMar DeRozan, Kyrie. He blocking some good names, man. Like, it ain't no regular people.
This is every defensive player of the year since 2000, alongside their steals and blocks per game. If we were to slide this season in, it would stick out among the greats.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way.
Jeez.
Victor would be tied for second in blocks with a prime Ben Wallace, and ranked at that same spot in stocks. That's the combination of steals and blocks.
Shout out Lonzo Mourning.
One of the greatest defensive seasons in recent memory. He must be the front runner for the Defensive Player of the Year, right?
Should have.
That's the problem. He isn't. This guy is.
Nah,
Rudy Gobert is the favorite, and it's not close. But it should be.
It should be.
Wembanyama tops Gobert in steals and blocks.
Come on.
Rudy takes the edge with 5.1 defensive win shares. But Victor comes back with the lead in defensive box plus minus and a plus 3.4 defensive Raptor. And Gobert eclipses him in defensive LeBron. Even in the context of basic and advanced metrics, Wembanyama clears Gobert in nearly every defensive category, except one. And it isn't particularly close. It would be a disservice to award the Defensive Player of the Year to a guy on the 22nd worst defensive team in the NBA.
Yeah, I guess.
It's kind of like the MVP. Should it go to the best defender on the best defensive team, or to the greatest defender, period? I have no idea, but I know one thing is for sure. It isn't Wemby's fault that his team sucks.
That's tough, man, because I feel the same way about Jokic. You know, your team ain't as good as Shea's is, but they're calling you the MVP. But it's hard for me to go against or with it. I'm kind of stuck in the middle because on one end, you're looking great, man. You go out there and you ball out. Jokic, that is. But on the other end, you're not winning. So I got to ask, like, how good are you? Now on defense, with Wemby right here, he's doing his job. I mean, he can't. I don't know. That's tough. Like I said, I don't know on that one. I don't know.
and I'm here to prove it. Defensive rating is a pretty basic stat. It measures how many points opponents score per 100 possessions. Right. This can vary when a team has a great defender on the court or a pylon. For example, Luka Doncic is an average defender. When he's on the court, the Mavericks allow 115.5 points per 100 possessions. When he's off the court, they allow 114, meaning that when Luka's on the floor, Dallas is worse by over a point, placing him right here in our graph. So where does everybody else rank? Well, here's every starter in the NBA and the defensive impact that they've had on their team. Keep this in mind. The lower, the better.
Dang.
Above Luka, you see DeMar and Steph, who aren't the best defensively, but they make up for it on offense. And right there's LeBron, who somehow pulled off a 0.0 mark. He's literally just perfectly even.
Okay.
In the 2 to 3 point saved range, you find great defenders like Evan Mobley, Jokic, and Adebayo making impacts on both sides of the floor. And below them, you'll spot high-caliber two-way players in Donovan Mitchell and Paul George, who save their teams about 5 points per 100 possessions.
Nice.
And now we enter the field of elite defenders. You'll see Alex Caruso, Brook Lopez, and Trey Murphy. Tier 1 defensive stoppers.
Nice.
But there's a tier above that. Despite being in the twilight of his career, Kawhi is still an exceptional defender, impacting the Clippers' defense by over 10 points.
Tough.
And just below the claw is the alien. In less than a season, Victor Wembanyama has become one of the most impactful defenders in the NBA as a 20-year-old rookie.
It makes sense, though.
But
they won't
shoot that star right there?
Gobert.
That's Rudy Gobert. So tell me, who's the defensive player of the year?
That boy Wemby. Wembanyama. I gotta show love to that boy, man. I gotta show love to him, man. I wanted to do this video because I saw it a while back, and he's just, I don't know. They call him the alien. I don't know, man. It looks like he has a potential to just be that guy. I mean, he got to do the work. He got to do the work. He got the coaches. He got everything he need. He just got to do the work. He do the work, he'll be fine, man. We get to see it. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to witness it. And then the league is gonna be dope. I'm telling you. Once they get the new guys running and pushing, when you got your Shea Gilders, Alexanders, and you got, you know, Wemby, and you know the younger guys that's actually hooping, that's good. The new stars of the league is gonna be so much better than what we've been seeing. So, hey, that's it, man. Exclusive hoops, J-Bo Gold, J-Bo Guns. Let's go, and we out this thing, man. Peace.